Miss. 4:57. 561. We've got a little copy.
Was piled full, Mark, of
Is my mic working okay?
I can hear you.
Cool, thank you.
Abby,
Yes.
Susie just called me and said something about be sure to have the roll call, but I don't think she does the minutes for either the highway or health and welfare, does she?
I think she does highway.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'd forgotten. Well, I'll tell Mr. Blevins when he comes in. She just needs somebody to do the roll call. She said she could do the minutes from the tape.
We need to do roll call.
Yeah, I will.
Talking about it.
Huh?
They're talking about it.
Susie said if somebody would do a roll call tonight, she can do the tape otherwise. Just have anybody, if we have a roll call vote, just be sure to call the roll.
I will. What time is it? Is it that time yet?
5:03.
5:03, okay. We're gonna now call the Highway Committee to order November the 5th, 2020 at 5 p.m. And I'll need a improvement of the agenda. Please, no, let me do a roll call. I need to do a roll call for everybody that's present. I gotta get some glasses on. I've had eye surgery and I can't see. Okay, Sonia Color,
President,
Jerry Prophet, Mark Blevins, present, Kelly Collins,
here.
Mark Tester,
Here.
Nancy Brown,
Here.
and Gary Bailey. I understand he was supposed to have Travis Hill sitting in for him tonight.
I am present.
You're present, Travis. Okay, thank you, Travis, for sitting in for Gary tonight.
I'm present too, Layla Ward.
Oh yeah, I forgot you, Layla. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, approval of agenda. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve. Second.
Okay, hang on, we got a couple add-ons we got to do.
Okay.
One will be, we need to adopt a resolution on a bridge. Josh is in and he will let us know what that's all about from the TDOT. And we need to add on to the agenda the land there going off of Highway 91 on the Minton Hollow Road where that big curve is in. Josh will fill us in on what's going on with it tonight. The guy is willing to sell it, so we're going to add those two things to the agenda. And
Motion to approve the amended agenda. Second.
Okay, second, Mark Tester, and I guess we'll just do a roll call on it, I guess would be the best way to do it, the way I like to do it anyhow. Okay, Sonia Color,
Yes.
Jerry Prophet's not here. Kelly Collins,
Yes.
trying to read and I can't see. Mark Blevins, yes. Mark Tester,
Yes.
Nancy Brown,
Yes.
and Gary Bailey, which will be Travis Hill,
Yes.
and Leah Ward.
Yes.
Okay, all of it was yes, so that's been approved. The agenda has been approved. Improvement of last month's minutes.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion by Nancy Brown, second by Ms. Collins. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, public comment.
Chairman Blevins, I'd like to abstain from that, please.
Okay, okay, fine then. Public comments. Okay, we got old business now coming up. Shannon's here with us tonight for Roger. Roger's out of town, so this is on the Rip Shin Mountain Road, that large ditch. Did you ever locate that, Shannon?
Roger said he went out and walked the road, the area,
And anything off of, everything on our right of way seemed normal, safe and okay. Unless they're talking about something that's further off the right of way. He said he didn't see any problem with anything.
Okay, that's been taken care of. That was you, Miss Sonia, that brought that before the committee, wasn't it?
That is correct, and I'll contact the person that asked me about that and get some information, see if they're satisfied.
Okay, then, thank you, Sonia, appreciate it. Now, we're gonna do the public hearing on naming the new bridge. No, excuse me. I'm sorry, that's under new business. We got some old business here on naming the new bridge on Tom Birchfield Road in Rome Mountain to the Diller Street Bridge. I talked to Josh and we've got the letter here that where everybody has signed that up there, they've signed a petition. So I guess I'm looking for a motion to hold a public hearing on that next month.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Nancy Brown,
I'll second it.
second it by Mark Tasker. Any discussion? I guess we better do a roll call on this. Sonia Collar,
Yes,
Jerry Prophet's absent, Mark Blevins, yes, Kelly Collins,
Yes.
Mark Tester,
Yes.
Nancy Brown,
Yes.
Travis Hill,
Yes.
and Leah Ward.
Yes.
Okay. All ayes, oh yes, so thank you all for that. Appreciate that very much. Now let's move on down here to new business. We're holding a public hearing tonight on naming the bridge off of Highway 91 on Hot Branch Road at the Stony Creek community to the J.N. Taylor and Freeman Taylor Memorial Bridge. I don't guess, excuse me. I don't guess we got no public to weigh in on this. How far are they along on that bridge?
They're pretty much winding up. They've backfilling it now and wrecking forms and stuff like that. They've still got to do some work and got to have guardrail put up, stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit longer yet, but closer than they have been.
Okay, I guess I'm needing a motion that we take this before the full commission and get their approval on it.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Nancy Brown,
I'll second that.
second by Kelly Collins. Okay, we do a roll call. Sonia Collar,
yes,
Jerry Prophet's not here. Mark Blevins, yes. Kelly Collins,
Yes.
Mark Tester,
Yes.
Nancy Brown,
Yes.
and Gary Bailey, which will be Travis Hill,
Yes.
and Leah Ward.
Yes.
Okay, all yeses, and we appreciate that very much. That's being named after two people on Stony Creek that has done a lot for the Stony Creek community. Done well, they've done good in different aspects of the community. Okay, on this new business, let's go. That should take care of the new business as far as I've got to look at a letter I got here tonight. That's nothing. Somebody junk mail. Okay, we'll go on. Now, on this new business, on Josh, you want to weigh in on, are you on there, Josh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, kind of fill us in on that Benton Holler property.
Okay. After the last highway meeting, I spoke with Mr. Blevins, and instead of trying to take some formal action, felt like it was a good idea to write this gentleman a letter which I did. The new owner is Donald Pleasant. He and his wife own the property in a trust. Anyway, I sent him a letter just explaining the interest the county had in acquiring the land there with the sharp curve at the basically right off the intersection of 91 with Minton Hollow. And I think it was 2 days later, he showed up at my office and said he was interested in selling it and seemed interested if he got there that quick. So I did a little digging on it, and basically he bought the property from Jewel Nunley in November of 2017, and he paid $28,000 for it. The county had 2 separate appraisals done a little before that. Tammy Jones of Randall Birchfield Realty is a licensed appraiser, and she did one in November of 2016, and hers was $25,000 was her opinion. We got a second appraisal by William Miller. That's the same gentleman who just did the Linda Whitehead property appraisal. And his was done in July of 17, about 8 months later, and he appraised it at $35,000. I will say that the current tax appraised value by our own tax assessor is $32,400. So even our tax appraisal is quite a bit above the initial appraisal we got, and historically speaking, our tax appraisals are a little low. As I said, the gentleman paid $28,000 for it about 3 years ago. All I know that he's done since then, there's a 2,000 square foot building there that he's using for storage, and I believe he's done some improvement to that building. I think he put some sheet metal or something on it since he acquired the property. So I don't know how much of an increase in value there's been, but in any event, he's interested in entertaining an offer to buy it. I feel like, those old appraisals are probably still okay, unless the county wants to pay for a new appraisal. But essentially, what he paid is a little less than what we value it at tax appraisal, and a little less than, $7,000 less than what Mr. William Miller appraised it for. So certainly if this committee and the full commission has some offer to make, or wants me to enter into negotiations with him, I'm happy to do it.
Okay, anybody got any suggestions, or if they want Josh to pursue this further and try to do some negotiation and see what he'll take for the property?
I would like to see Josh do that. I think that we really need to check into getting this for the county. We've had such an issue there.
I agree totally.
So I'd put it in the form of a motion to let Josh pursue this and see what he can work out for us.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, motion made by Nancy Brown, seconded by Mark Tester. Anybody else got anything they want to weigh in before we bring it to a vote?
Chairman Blevins,
Yeah, go ahead, Travis.
do we have any data on how many wrecks and what we're paying a year out for damages with those wrecks and that curve?
No, not right off our head. We don't. I know we've had, I think, if I ain't mistaken, we've had 6 wrecks this year, just 2 recently.
Chairman Blevins, this is Aaron Frazier. I hate to interrupt, but do we have the property ID for this one?
Excuse me, Aaron, I didn't. You're not coming in plain there. Restate what you said again.
I'm sorry, sir. Do we know what the property ID for this one is?
Yeah, I can give it to you there, Aaron. It's map 34, parcel 150.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron, for weighing in on that. Okay, I'm gonna do a roll call on this. Now, the motion was to let Josh pursue it and see what he can get the land for and bring it back for us next month, and then we'll take it from there.
Let me say one thing, Mr. Blevins, before you
Yeah.
take a vote. We did, and I talked with Roger Callbach on this, and there is no other alternative other than buying the whole property. The way that he would have to cut the bank for the road improvements he has in mind, there'd be essentially nothing left, and it would certainly take the gentleman's building he has. So there's no way to just get an easement or anything like that. We'd have to buy the whole property. And of course, the building on the property is an improvement. That's permanent structure. So that's incorporated into the value because there's no way for him to just move it.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Okay, Sonia Color, doing
Yes.
the roll.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sonia. Jerry Prophet's absent. Mark Blevins, yes. Kelly Collins,
Yes.
Mark Tester,
Yes.
Nancy Brown,
Yes.
Travis Hill,
Yes.
and Leah Ward.
Yes.
Okay, thank you all so much. This is something that's been needed for a long time going into there. Just not because of the landfill, but just, it's a dangerous, real dangerous curve and it needs to be fixed. Okay, Josh, you wanna kind of fill us in on this TDOT resolution we need to discuss?
Sure. Yeah, we overlooked this getting on the agenda, unfortunately, in advance, but I sent it out this afternoon. I hope everybody got it. But essentially, it's a pretty straightforward deal. It's the same proposal agreement that we approve with TDOT every time they do anything in the county. And apparently, they're replacing a bridge or constructing a bridge on Gap Creek Road. And my understanding from talking to Roger is it's entirely paid for by TDOT. And this is just a standard agreement that they have to have from us before they can start working.
Do you know where the road is on Gap, the bridge is supposed to be on Gap Creek?
That's what it was identified as. There's a map attached to it. I know it's kind of hard to make out, but I don't know specifically.
I don't think
no.
I got the map, Josh.
Okay, well, I think it was the back pages of the proposal. There was a resolution and a proposal, and it was the last couple of pages of the proposal.
Do you know where it's at?
Yeah.
Shannon knows where it's at,
Ms.
Josh.
Culler, it's when you come off of Coal Chute, heading down toward the water plant. It's that little box, kind of like a box culvert bridge and that little bit of an S curve. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, right above where the
Yes.
store used to be.
Yes, right there where that
Yeah,
little
okay.
church is.
All
That's
right, I
it.
got you. Yeah, it
Yes,
needs
ma'am.
work. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go any further discussion? If not, we'll do a roll call. Sonia Color,
Yes.
Mark Blevins, yes. Kelly Collins,
Yes.
Mark Tester,
Yes.
Nancy Brown,
Yes.
Gary Bailey, he's not here. Travis Hill,
Yes.
Leah Ward.
Yes.
Okay, all for yes, and we thank you all again.
Question,
Okay, go ahead, Miss Color.
Josh, is this gonna take as long as the South Side Bridge took?
That might be a better question for Shannon. I've got no idea.
Well, that's up to the state. I couldn't tell you how long it'd take. It may take months. Who knows, just to get the paperwork started.
You
But,
know, there's no way to divert the traffic down there. I don't know how they're gonna close it or what they're gonna do.
They may put in a runaround. I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know what their plans is, and I've not looked at anything yet.
Well,
My
I got,
understanding-
I'm not gonna worry about it, but if my people start calling them, I'll refer them to you. I go the new road, so.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
My understanding is they're not even going to start, with right-of-way acquisition or anything until this paperwork is signed. So if you're waiting on lawyers, it'll probably move pretty slow.
Lawyers are pretty slow. Okay, we'll move on to the next thing. I reckon that's got everything covered. The superintendent's report.
We've been doing a lot of paving since we've been approved that money. We've got 12 roads paved, some in Rail Mountain, some in Stony Creek. We have about 6 or 8 down toward Milligan ready to pave. We'll get started on them probably Monday. And other than that, we've just putting down asphalt, spending that money.
I'd just like to say, Shannon, y'all are doing an awesome job. It all looks good.
I'll pass the word on. Thank you, Ms. Brown.
Tell them we appreciate every one of them.
I sure
Hey,
will.
Hey, Shannon,
Yes, ma'am.
just remember the one you drive on every day.
I know it every day, going and coming.
Yes, I've had several calls out of the first district on what all they've paved up there, and they really appreciate it, Shannon.
Thank you. We put down a little over 5,000 tons, so that's quite a bit of black gold, I guess.
They've actually had Willie working a little bit.
I go easy now.
Well, I'm sorry. I ain't supposed to lie. Okay, commissioner comments.
Mr. Shannon,
Yes, sir.
this is Mark Tester.
Hello, Mark.
I had a gentleman ask me, because they knew they were doing a lot of paving, if you all had looked at Happy Valley Road that runs from the Y there to school all the way up across Dave Buck out to the old Landstoff Highway. He said it was starting to show some wear. So I didn't know if you'd looked at that or not. And if y'all would just look at it and determine what the status is on it, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, I've got it wrote down. I'll pass that on to Roger.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy.
Anybody else? Okay, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Nancy Brown,
Second.
second by Mark Tester. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Well, you all are free to go. Appreciate everybody for coming tonight. And hopefully see you next month.
Have a good night.
Y'all have a
Good night, everybody.
Be safe.
Thanks, sir.
Chairman Blevins.
Yeah,
Hey, don't, just a reminder from our full commission, make sure you turn in your roster to Patsy in the clerk's office.
yeah, I will.
All right, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Travis. He's gone.
I'm like, dang, that's what kind of meetings I like.
You know, usually are.
Yeah.
Landfill beach.
I got knocked off the meeting, so I don't know what happened there at the end.
Apparently they adjourned. So there you go, Kelly. Sorry.
Kelly,
Yes.
they had a request from TDOT to approve allowing TDOT to do some work on a bridge in the Gap Creek area on the Gap Creek Highway. And it requires the county to approve a resolution that allows them to begin right-of-way acquisition. There's no cost to the county. The state's paying for the whole thing. So they just voted to advance that to full commission to do that resolution to allow TDOT to do the work.
Okay. I think I might got on the tail end of that, but then I got knocked off. So I just want to make sure.
All that happened after that was they made some jokes about Willie working and then adjourned.
Okay. All right. Thank you.